Hi, I'm Michelle Gentry. I'm the Parenting Coordinator at Wilson County Department of Social Services. I wanted to talk to you today just briefly about safe sleep. Too many of our infants are dying due to unsafe sleep environments. And so I want to talk to you about what does a safe sleep environment look like? So you might ask, well, my baby sleeps in a crib with their blanket and their bumper pads and their pillow that I bought at the store for the crib. Is that safe? No. Unfortunately, we buy all those things to make the crib look pretty, but it is recommended that you use none of those things in the crib. The crib should have a firm mattress with a tight-fitting sheet. No blankets, no pillows, no stuffed animals, no fancy toys, just a plain mattress. And then you can put the baby in something like a sleep sack or sleeper pajamas to keep him warm. I'll just give you an example of what they might look like. So this is a sleep sack. That is a really good thing to put your baby in. You see he's completely enclosed. Here's another one that has long sleeves for those nights when it's extra cold. So you can allow your baby to sleep in something like that. And then there's no need for a blanket. Also, we want to make sure that you don't allow anyone to smoke around your baby because that's really dangerous as well. Always place your baby on his back to sleep. We know this is the best practice. You want to make sure that your baby sleeps alone, and I want to take a few minutes to really talk about that. Of the infants that have died due to sleep-related deaths, over half were found sleeping with their parents. And so this is a really, really dangerous practice. So under no circumstances do you want to allow your baby to sleep with you in a bed, on a couch, in a chair. Your baby should always be put to sleep in their own space. And I know if it's the middle of the night, the baby's crying, it's sometimes easier just to go ahead and put the baby in bed with you so that you can get back to sleep. But it is very, very dangerous, and this is when bad things happen to babies. And it only takes one time happening for there to be a tragic outcome. So you don't want to take that chance. You want to make sure your baby always sleeps in their own sleeping area. Now, if you don't have a crib, that's okay. You can use a pack and play or a bassinet, something like that. But you always want to make sure your baby is separate from you when they're sleeping. And also you want to let people know that take care of your baby, that they need to sleep separate from your baby, because a lot of times parents or caregivers go by the rules or the way that things were when they had babies, and that has changed. And it is recommended now that babies do not sleep with parents. Also, it is important that if your baby falls asleep in the swing or the car seat, that as soon as possible you take them out and put them in their sleeping space. I know when you're riding down the road, your baby's been fussy, they finally fall asleep, and you get home and you carry the car seat in the house. It's really easy just to want to leave them in the car seat sleeping, but it's really, really not safe. And babies have asphyxiated sleeping in their car seats, so you want to get them out as quickly as possible. The same thing with swings. Swings are not sleeping spaces, and so you want to take the baby out once they go to sleep and place them in their sleeping space. Make sure that if you're reclining on the recliner or laying on the couch watching TV and you have your baby and you're holding him, when you start feeling sleepy, get up and put your baby down, because you could fall asleep in just an instant and then you could have a tragedy happen with your baby, as the baby could asphyxiate or strangle or suffocate. Also, it's good if you have a fan, to have a fan going to keep the air circulating in the room. You don't want to have the fan directed right on the baby, but to keep the air circulating. Also, a pacifier has been shown to reduce the risk of sleep-related injuries or deaths. And so if your baby will take a pacifier, offer him a pacifier at bedtime. Please take note of these hints for you to keep your baby safe while they're sleeping. If you have further questions, you can call Wilson County Department of Social Services and ask to speak to me, the Parenting Coordinator. I'll be glad to talk with you. Thanks.